Yeah, 100%, and that talk could have gone so many different ways, and I knew I only had a certain amount of time to try to get across what was deepest to me. But if you notice that, and if you listen to your anxiety, it's pretty much free answers. So whatever you're anxious about, is if you stop for a quick second and kind of listen to it, it tells you exactly what you need to do. So like for example, my opportunity with Lulu, if I didn't listen to it, I wouldn't have done it at all, but I did. And it was like, well, you think that you're not good enough? Well, then do something about it, and do what can you actually do right now that's in your control. And what I did is like, I just started researching and YouTubing videos of like how to find light or how to shoot, and all these little camera hacks that will get me through. So anxiety, yes, will always be with you, but I always see as if it was like a kind of get out of jail free card, where if you listen to it, it's normally what you need to do.
Right. Jump into it.
Good question. I think now at this stage of my life, yeah, we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, literally whatever makes me happy, void of anything else. But we're looking to, JC and I are looking to collaborate together to start a little something, but that's not in stone yet, so hopefully she was okay with me saying that. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, I really do get completely lit up with working with really cool brands and really cool people, and that's what fires me up, is bringing value to their business. And seeing their business flourish because of my skills, and connecting with them. Now, like, I don't see the people that I work with as a client. They've become some of my closest friends, and that's most important to me. Yeah, definitely. I think if I kind of let my mind play out that story, it really hinders me to kind of be authentic and be with whoever I'm working with at the time, and really engage with them, because I'm off somewhere else, but I'm not being present. And especially with photography, if the athlete who I'm shooting is just as anxious as I am. Now someone has to draw the card, and with what I do, it's like it's very obvious in the photo and the final production that if that person was actually there, if they enjoyed their experience, because you can see it kind of looks like a stock photo. I don't know if you've seen stock photos of like athletes. It looks dumb, and there's no real soul in it. And I find that me kind of, as much as anxiety goes through my mind, to be able to really just be me, and that kind of opens up the conversation for them to kind of like, you can tell that they're super anxious, and then that allows them to relax, and that's what enables to do my job well. Is because they feel comfortable around me, because I'm not trying to be this something. I'm just being me, and I'll joke around, and that's when they flourish.
Yeah, well.
That's the thing. Meditation doesn't just stop on your seat or in your space where you choose to do it. It, like, as soon as you leave, it doesn't just stop and like, I'll get to that later. I've only meditated then. It's like I'm walking and I'm living and all those things, and I bring it into my real world. So and I've been in so many situations, as you said, where I've been in that panic state. But it's the same thing. I'm just having to do it not on like a nice comfy cushion. I've got to do it in real time, which allows me to go, okay, there's that feeling and that heavy emotion. It has a particular energy about it. So what I'm able to do is that I notice that anxiety or that story makes me feel a certain emotion because I'm attaching a story to it. And so if you figure out what that story is and allow yourself to just sit with the energy, because like that anxiety has a particular energy. Like if you remove yourself from the story and like forget about the story, you kind of like everyone feels it in a different spot. Just allow yourself I allow myself to just sit with it. And what I notice is that it kind of resolves itself, and it only perpetuates because of the story that I put onto it. So if I can get detached from it in that particular point in time and just sit with the energy and just let it be, it normally resolves itself. And that's what I mean. You always just try to push it away, like you don't want to feel anxious, and that perpetuates it more. So I guess there's a saying like, if water that is stirred is unclear. So if you just naturally let your mind be how it is, the sediment will naturally drop. But if you chase that thought, you're going to constantly stir that water. 100%, 100%. And that's what I mean. It took me a long time to acknowledge that anxiety wasn't like this hindrance to me. It was just the way that my mind wanted to operate. But yeah, it has, looking back, it has gotten me to the opportunities that I've been able to get to and where I am today. And I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, it could have easily went the other way. I could have like graduated from uni, got that shitty coffee job, freaked out and moved back in my home, and and never done anything in my life and just stayed on the beach the whole time. But yeah, it is definitely something that it's a perspective. It's a perspective thing, and that was the most valuable thing to learn, is that it's not. It's actually not a weight on my shoulders. It more so carries me.
Awesome, man. I appreciate all your insights and for sharing. Can we please hear it for